Hi, I'm Dr. Rollan Roberts. 2 weeks ago, I sat down with a financial advisor. Now, I had met him at a couple of engagements, and I could tell there was something there. There was something more to the man than what I was hearing and seeing just in a brief social environment. So I agreed to meet with him for coffee. We got to the Starbucks and sat down, and I could tell right away, of course, that he was starting into his spiel and his pitch. But it wasn't with a lot of confidence. It was more about wanting to get my feedback. He wasn't exactly sure why he wanted to meet with me. Yes, he wanted my business, but at the same time, he wanted my help. He wanted what we do. And so it became very clear that there was a heaviness in his eyes. And he told me why he does what he does. And he shared that back in 2007, his parents split because of the financial concerns that in the strains that the recession had. And so because of that, he wanted to help families prevent that in the future. And that's why he became a financial advisor, and he's doing very well. And as soon as he got done with that, I just kind of paused and I said, that's a cute story, and I know that it's real, but 1,000 people could share the same story. What makes you different? What makes you unique? And he was struggling. He said, I'm struggling finding the it factor. What is it? What is the difference that takes me from where I am and gets me to the next level? I want it bad. He said, you don't understand. I eat, breathe, and sleep my work. I don't recreate. I don't go out and socialize a whole lot. I am very focused. My head is down, and I'm committing the next 3, 4, 5 years to doing this, but I'm not getting to the next level. And it was so clear, the passion that he had, wanted to pay the price. There wasn't a price he wouldn't pay. But here was the secret. And my question to him, my question to Kyle, was this. Who are you? What do you stand for? What do you believe in? Because everything I hear is the same thing that 1,000 other salespeople say. Who are you? I want to know Kyle the man. What do you stand for? What do you believe in? What are you about? What gets you up in the morning? What would you do for free because you believe in it so much? That will tell me what you're about. I know what you do. There's a whole lot of people who do what you do. I want to know what you represent. Obviously, his face turns red. He starts getting a little uncomfortable. But then the conversation started flowing. I sat there with him for the next hour as we sought clarity for this financial advisor. Because once he nailed that, once he discovered that, everything else made sense. Now, when he sat down with prospects since then, he's going there with a focus and a clarity and a passionate purpose that people can sense and feel. They all of a sudden don't realize, there's some depth to this man that I don't think I'm getting to, and I want to get to it. And so what happens is they didn't trust him. They didn't do business with him. But now what happens is that clarity creates results. It's the same products. It's the same presentation, but it gets tremendous results. And that's what happens when you have clarity. As I was leaving, Kyle went out that door. I was heading out this door. A man jumped up from the table. He was sitting next to us. And he came up to me and he said, excuse me. He said, I intentionally eavesdropped on your entire conversation. And he said, I have to let you know that was for me. And then he showed me his legal pad and he said, I took 1.5 pages of notes. He said, who are you and what do you do? And I ended up meeting him right there. He was a software salesman, had just moved to the area about 2 months ago and was experiencing so many of the same thoughts, feelings, and frustrations that my friend Kyle did. If you're trying to build a business, if you're trying to, whatever you're doing, you're supposed to do with excellence. So no matter what it is you're trying to attain, it may very well be that you're very clear about what you do. But you need to become more clear about who you are.